Good day, everyone, and welcome to my podcast. It's going to be the first in a series of positive energy healing. The modality that I'm going to be speaking about today is Reiki, and I am your hostess, Trenda Upton. And I currently am a recreation assistant at a retirement residence. I love my job, and I was asked to speak about energy healing at my place of work. And after the reactions that I got from residents and friends, I decided that I should share it with others because it is very useful information for anyone wanting to explore natural and holistic methods of healing. So what I'm going to do is just walk you through Reiki healing, and my personal experience will be added to that, and we'll talk about the specific and amazing benefits that I had in my life, and hopefully that will be good information and you will maybe explore it further yourself. So what I'm going to do is just open up I have a slideshow actually that I'm using to do this presentation. So I'm just going to start from the beginning. So what is positive energy healing? So energy healing is a method of using universal energy to enhance an individual's well-being. It is used to bring peace and balance to the mind, the body, and the spirit. There are many different types of energy healing: acupuncture, Reiki, touch therapy, EFT tapping, somatic experiencing, polarity balancing, chakra balancing, crystal energy healing, aura cleansing, and shamanic healing are just to name a few. And I've tried some of these different modalities. Acupuncture, I do believe, did help with some issues in my body that I needed addressing. I've also kind of dabbled a little bit in EFT tapping now and kind of enjoyed that. And crystal healing, I find, is very beneficial too. The type of energy healing that I will be presenting is Reiki. Now, Reiki is a method of using universal energy to enhance well-being. It is used to bring peace and balance to the mind, body, and spirit, because life force flows through all of us. The traditional form is known as Usui Reiki, and this is the method of my training and my practice. And a simple explanation is really I use my belief system, and my belief system is that I pray to God, guides, angels, ancestors, and passed over loved ones to help me address any concerns for either myself, because I practice on myself daily, or the person I'm treating. In person, I would ask the person if they would like to share what I can work on for them. And if they do not want to share that, that is okay too. I tell them to please concentrate on the area in their life that needs balance and healing. And if they are okay with a hands-on approach, or if they would prefer me to have hands above the areas of treatment. And so I am also trained in distance energy healing, and to note, I don't infringe on any of their belief systems ever. So a disclaimer just in this podcast, I am presenting my views on this form of energy healing for informational purposes. You as an individual have your own belief system, and I recognize that, and I would not interfere with any of your own personal beliefs. One thing to note is that healing does not mean curing. Healing does not always mean curing. Reiki is concerned with restoring the wholeness of the spirit, whereby the receiver starts to heal from within. So really, you're working on yourself the entire time. So a healing example, the first one would be a parent instinctively can place a hand on a sick child's head or cuddle a crying baby, and the baby is soothed. A second example would we place our own hand on our body part that is sore or hurting or inflamed, and we feel comforted by this energy or pressure. I catch myself doing this, most especially my shoulders. I don't know. I carry the weight of the world on my shoulders sometimes, or I think I do, I guess. And so my hand automatically goes there, and it does. It really helps. Just the pressure of it sometimes helps. A third example is we hold the hand of someone needing consoling when grieving or otherwise. And again, it's a form of loving touch. So I'm just going to talk about the principles of Reiki. So the principles of Reiki are: just for today, do not worry. Just for today, my mind is at rest. Just for today, do not be angry or anger another. Just for today, I am at peace. Honor your parents, your teachers, and your elders. Earn your living honestly. Awake with joy in your heart and give thanks for all that comes to you. I'm going to give you a little bit of history about Usui Reiki, just in summarization. The origins of Reiki can be found in ancient Tibet thousands of years ago. The knowledge spread through Tibet and India. Eventually, this knowledge spread to Egypt, Ephesus, Greece, Rome, and in the West into China, and eventually Japan in the East. The technique for activating and applying universal energy was rediscovered in Japan in approximately the mid-1800s by Dr. Mikao Usui. Dr. Usui was the principal of a Christian seminary in Kyoto, Japan. He was questioned by some graduating seniors why they had not been taught to heal as part of their missionary training. As Dr. Usui had no answers to these questions, he made a decision to resign from his position and travel to America to seek additional knowledge. He returned to Japan and continued studying the mysteries of life and the use of healing energies. After long years and through Buddhist teachings and meditation, he was told he should go to a mountain near Kyoto called Kiriyama, where he would fast and meditate for 21 days. On the 21st day, he saw a vision and the keys to healing. He was also excited by the discovery. He was so excited by the discovery, he ran down the mountain, and in his haste, he stubbed his toe. He reached down to stop the bleeding, and he realized that the pain and the bleeding stopped very quickly. He also noted his hands felt very hot. Encouraged by this healing, he continued on and encountered a girl with a bandage around her head who had a toothache. He offered to help and placed his hands around her jaw, and the pain and swelling were gone within a few minutes. He then went to Tokyo's beggars community, and for 7 years he healed night and day. From that, he learned some important lessons. Those who heal must take on responsibility for their own healing process. The second is that a person should ask for and want healing. So yes, I use this in my practice. He continued to heal and teach until his death in 1940. He passed on his knowledge to Dr. Hayashi, Dr. Hayashi then initiated Hawato Takata from Hawaii, who devoted the rest of her life to practicing and teaching Reiki. So now we'll get into the good stuff. My personal experience with energy healing. So to start with, I decided to take a community course, which was level 1. I had always been interested in learning more about mind, body, spirit. And my husband at the time had various health issues. The big one was that he had a heart attack at age 50. I also had my own health concerns, and alternative therapies really fascinated me. At the time, I was also a fitness instructor and is interested in the human body. From that, I decided to take level 2, which was a private course to become a practitioner. I have been practicing ever since, mainly on myself, but with some friends and family members. I have also done distant treatment to clients in Vancouver, Ontario, and as far as South Africa. So my own personal benefits. I had been diagnosed with a condition called trigeminal neuralgia, which is intermittent, sharp facial pain. Years before, I had sought alternative methods of treatment, as I was told by a neurologist I would likely have to increase my medications in time. I actually do not know what solved it the first time. I think perhaps it was acupuncture, but I ended up in remission for about 7 years. Then it came back. Again, I was told I would have to increase my meds or change them frequently. I didn't really like that idea. So when I discovered Reiki, I decided to try self-healing. I did it very gently, and I was absolutely amazed at the results. Today, I am on absolutely no medications and have not experienced the condition since. It has been almost 4 years. Well, actually, it is 4 years now. I know if it reoccurs, I will continue to pray and focus and seek alternatives. My life path has also changed since I started Reiki. I realized my marriage of 24 years needed to dissolve, and I had the strength to end it lovingly and amicably. I look back with very fond memories, and I also realized it was a life learning for me. I also discovered I would no longer be fulfilled teaching fitness, and now have a new passion, which is recreation assisting, and believe that my life experience and this good energy can now extend most especially to those in memory care, the elderly, and people with brain challenges and dis-ease. So just a little bit about my meditative practice. So I clear and cleanse any working space that I have, and probably in an upcoming session I will talk more about the clearing and cleansing. But basically I do burn sage, which is an herb, and do a sort of a prayer to cleanse the working space. Make sure it's nice and clean. And I want it to be calm and uncluttered. Then I give a silent prayer, and I do a body scan so I can see and clear any energy fields. And then I begin hand placements through different chakras, which chakras are energy points in your body, and I'll discuss that also more in an upcoming session. or just any areas you feel you have challenges or need balance. So I'm going to kind of do a demonstration, just a verbal demonstration with you. And so there may be some silence here, but if you want to follow that, that's completely fine. Otherwise, you can just zip ahead a little bit. But please feel free to join in and just observe your feelings. So the first thing that I would do or ask would be that you concentrate on an area in your life that you would like to address. And I'm going to do this right now myself. Think about an area I would like to address. And it should really be your first thought. And now what I would ask that you do is send a silent prayer to whatever source you have, whether it be God, angels, ancestors, the planet Earth, stars, whatever it could be, whatever it is, or just yourself. Just send a silent prayer about needing help with this area in your life. Good. Hopefully you had long enough for that silent prayer. Next, what I would ask you to do is clear any negative energies. So what you do with clearing is you just start at the top of your head and just sweep your hands down, all the way down your body, all the way to your feet. And if you're sitting, just sweep as far down as you can comfortably. And you're going to do that 3 times on the front of your body, hopefully 3 times on the back of your body. And I'm doing this right now. And then what I do is I usually do 3 little circles on my shoulder joint area, and then sweep down my arm and out my fingertips. And again, other side, and sweep down your fingertips. Good. Now, I want you to place your hands on or above an area in your body you feel may bring you comfort. Anywhere on your body that you feel might bring you comfort. And just hold and focus for a minute or so on that area and the area in your life that you wish to address. Hopefully I've given you enough time to just focus on that area. And if not, you could just stop this podcast and then restart it when you are ready to continue. Then what I'd ask you to do is again do a sweep, and anything that you have been brought up that's maybe being negative, we're just going to go through again from the top of our head all the way to our feet. Sweep your hands down. Let's do that 3 times. So anything that was brought up, let's do the back of our head and down our back 3 times. So anything that's being brought up is going to be released. We're going to circle our shoulder joint and let all of that negative energy go out through our fingertips. Great. And then I would just ask you to maybe place your hands at heart center and give thanks to your source, whatever that may be for you. And I'm just going to say it aloud. God, thank you for addressing any of the concerns that I had today within myself. And please help any of those listening today to address anything within their body, whether it be physical, emotional, or spiritual. Help it be addressed, help it to be healed through you, through my guides, through my angels, my ancestors, and anyone from above. I am truly, truly grateful. Thank you. So that's kind of my demonstration. I'm also going to attach a link on my YouTube channel. It's just a short meditation that kind of just gets you in the right frame of mind, and it's just lovely. And if you have any questions or anything you would like to share, you're welcome to put your comments into my YouTube channel. I'm going to end here with a positive affirmation, and that is that I am grateful for the blessings that I receive daily. And usually with a positive affirmation, we say it 3 times. So I'm going to say it again. I am grateful for the blessings I receive daily. Again, I am grateful for the blessings I receive daily. So I would like to thank you for joining me. I do have some other resources for you. One is the movie called Heal. It was on Netflix, but I think it's moved over to Amazon Prime or Hoopla, or you may be able to get copies through your library. I also am going to put my other resources on my YouTube channel. And so just as far as my YouTube, right now, I don't have a lot of subscribers. I would love for people to subscribe, especially if they like this podcast. And that way, when I get to 100 subscribers, then I can change my actual name of my YouTube channel, and then more people will be able to find me, because right now it's a very long and convoluted naming. And so I guess from my research, YouTube wants you to have 100 subscribers before you can actually get the naming that you would like. So again, thank you so much for listening to this podcast, and I hope it's beneficial to you. Have a great day.